your mic on. Let your voice be heard.
It's going on here. It's not. You got to probably turn it up on
Check,
the mixer.
check.
It would help if I turned it on.
Oh,
maybe.
there you are.
He knows how to turn it on.
There you go.
He does.
Yeah. So Yuri.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good set today.
Thank you. Takes me a minute to get going.
Thank
really,
you.
I think you got going from the get-go. You know.
Thank you for coming down and.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
And
let's do it again.
Having to,
We're gonna get a little bit more, Uri, aren't we?
Yeah. And I want to thank Mindy for wearing spandex today.
Right.
Nobody can see my spandex.
I can see your spandex.
Oh, you're so naughty.
I am the
I feel a track
you got a
coming
dirty,
on.
dirty mind.
I am the observer of all.
Thank you for spandex.
Thank
I
you
feel
for
a track coming
spandex.
on for sure.
No, thank you for Minders.
Minders. And Yuri, well, it's funny because Yuri's got a lot of the same background that I do.
Right.
We're both musicians.
Right.
Which is highly important if you're a producer of music.
Agreed.
Which there's a total lack of today because it's kind of like what's that thing called
Come on, you can get it. Get it.
I'm trying to get it. It's in my mouth.
Get it.
It's
in your face.
No, that's just the
Get
mic.
it out of your face.
What's that? The fucking thing with the knobs, and you draw a picture and you shake it up. What's it called?
Oh, Etch-a-Sketch.
Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah,
I call
very
them. I call them Etch-a-Sketch DJs, because it's just bunch. It's very. It's not. It opens up a lot of room for creativity,
right?
Which
This
is
is true.
which is very cool. But I'm gonna say I don't feel like a lot of people are taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people like the European guys. Those guys rock out.
Yeah, as usual. They just destroy.
Whereas now you're not forced to really be creative. Back in the day, if you had 4 turntables, you had to make sure those things were on beat, and you had to ride the record. You didn't have
Especially classics. Live drummers.
You didn't have a screen to tell you if where you were on the map.
Right. You didn't have the there's that button on Tractor.
What are the beat match?
Yeah, it beat matches it for you, but it's yes, there wasn't the sync button.
But like I said, it's there's a pros and cons to that. Right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think I think people will complain now that everybody's doing it and everybody is doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is fine with any new technology.
Everybody wants to be a DJ.
Yeah, any new technology that everybody wants to be an MC.
Well, I remember a time when people were complaining about CDs.
They complained about CDs the same way. They complained about samplers. I remember when, and I was always pro. Technology. When the drum machines came out, I was like, yo, you mean I don't have to, I could just press a button?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Well, like I said, there are definitely pros and cons to that, or as I feel, you could take full advantage of it.
Yeah.
Totally dive in and take advantage of all the tools.
Head first?
Head first.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think the talent list will fall by the wayside and make room for, I'm really excited to hear what the younger kids are going to do.
Well, like I said,
somebody's going to do something really sick.
Well, back in the day, you had CNC Music Factory.
Those
my
guys, old course teacher.
I mean, I could be wrong, but back in the day, you either had to hire a keyboard player or a trumpet player, or someone who knew how to play cowbell if it wasn't sampled. Now you turn on your computer. And there's like 1,000 loops for you to choose from, and just a layer.
Loops for days.
Loops for days.
Which I think is awesome.
Loops in your face. So, which is kind of cheating, but at the same time, like I said, the pros of it.
Yeah, but so is DJing.
Yeah. Well, in what sense?
Well, because you're playing everybody else's music.
So you're
it's what you do with it.
So you're like a cover band.
Exactly. That could be the argument.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily agree with it. Like I said, I think that somebody, will do something really amazing.
Well, okay. Someone's humming. Are you sitting?
Someone's humming?
You're humming?
I think that's the band next door.
Oh, okay, yeah, possibly. So, anyways, so I used to think that I used to have a thing with like having to stand on your feet for 4 hours and play everyone else's music. That's cool. Like, I have nothing against it. Like, I won't.
Yeah, me neither.
I won't put it down in any way. But the problem I have is when you become a jukebox.
Yeah.
You know, when you already know which record you're gonna play at 2 o'clock, as opposed to feeling out the room and.
Well, that's what you have to do sometimes now. I've noticed to make money. That's
Yeah.
really changed.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've played for crowds that really don't know anything about
I don't
music.
think it's I don't
when
think
I
it's so
did
much of a
something
thing.
like special.
Yeah.
They would actually stop dancing and look at me like I
don't think that's something that
like
just kind of like came about. It's kind of always been like that, because if you were a Long Island DJ, you couldn't necessarily play what they were playing in the city in Long Island, because they wanted more vocals and the top 40 stuff.
Yeah.
It's what the crowd wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's also
which I have no problem.
It's also
doing,
the
but,
DJs.
It can be really frustrating. Sure.
You know, it can go either way. You could be a DJ, a wedding DJ, or top 40 DJ, and then play what the crowd wants, or you could be a total underground person and just
I like the
go,
Make no money.
go play in
It's
someone's
nice.
basement and struggle for 10 years. You know,
Yeah.
It's really what makes you happy. It's what your goals are. You know.
Yeah.
Yuri,